Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Let's Play Forge. We have a bunch of challenges. I do not want to do Nicol Bolas Planeswalker because supposedly it's very hard, so instead I will try to do the Locust God. The Locust God has unleashed a plague of locusts that threaten to breach the Hekma. I don't know what the Hekma is, but let's find out, I guess. Oh god, this looks nasty. Okay, so our deck is in our hand. I will keep this current hand. So our opponent starts out with a Swarm Yard, also which is a land card for adding 1 mana to your mana pool and regenerate target insect, rat, spider, or squirrel. He also has an enchantment on his side of the field called New Perspectives, which has the effect of when New Perspectives enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards. And as long as you have 7 or more cards in hand, you pay 0 mana rather than pay cycling costs. Oh, that's cool. And he also has another enchantment on his side of the field called Everlasting Torment, which has players cannot gain life, damage cannot be prevented, all damage is dealt as though its source had Wither, which means a source with Wither deals damage to creatures in the form of -1/-1 counters. Interesting. And he also has on his side of the field the Locust God, which is a 4/4 God creature with flying, and which has whenever you draw a card, create a 1/1 blue and red insect creature token with flying and haste. For 1 red mana, 1 blue mana, and 2 other mana, draw a card, then discard a card. When the Locust God dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. So you cannot really kill it. What we have is Wall of Denial, which is a bunch of... We have 4 Wall of Denials on our side of the field, which are 0/8 wall creatures that have Defender and Flying, as well as Shroud. And what Shroud does is that this creature cannot be targeted, cannot be the target of spells or abilities. Okay, so this will allow us to defend ourselves against him. Now, I'm not entirely sure how this will play out. I don't foresee good stuff. In general, challenges are really dangerous. I will block him with our Wall of Denial, as well as block his insect token with my Wall of Denial to be sure that we don't take any damage. But this is looking quite fucking disgustingly terrible. I don't know what I should do, man. Let's summon Bitterblade Warrior for now. That's the least we can do. So our creatures are already at -4/4 and -1/7, sorry, which is quite terrible for us. He casts Lay Waste, which has the effect of destroy target land. That's a terrible thing to do. Oh my god, he attacks us with everything he literally has. We will have to block him with everything that we've got. This is going to suck big time. I don't know what I want to do, but this is going to suck. Can we do anything against him? I don't think we can. Let's summon Initiate's Companion. Can we do anything else? I don't think we can do anything else. So he has a huge amount of token insects, and the Locust God is seriously pissing me off. So let's block him. Let's block everything that he has, just to be sure that we stop them. But this doesn't look that great for us, honestly. Let's cast Cartouche of Strength on our Initiate's Companion, and let's have it attack the Locust God to completely annihilate him. So now that the Locust God is dead, we kind of buy time for ourselves, but remember that the Locust God cannot remain in the graveyard for too long. He will be returned to my opponent's hands at some point, and that's the sad part of it all. So what I would rather do is prepare for some other stuff. So let's start removing his insect tokens from his hand as much as we can anyway. He will still try to do damage to me, which is quite annoying, but there's nothing we can do about it. We need more mana, desperately. We desperately need more mana. Otherwise we will never be able to do anything properly. Let's summon Sifter Worm finally. Otherwise we will not be able to do anything in any real capacity. Yeah, we will be getting giant spiders from this point on, which is really useful for me to be able to block all of his attacks. Let's also summon Greater Sandworm. And now let's attack him with both Bitterblade Warrior and Sifter Worm, while also exerting Bitterblade Warrior, which would basically give it +1/+0 and Death Touch until the end of turn, which is really nice. He will block us with insect tokens. I don't give a crap in which order they get assigned. He casts Swarm Yard to regenerate his insects somehow, which is annoying. I would have thought that this wouldn't have happened, but I guess it does. Let's summon giant spiders now up the wazoo to be able to defend ourselves against him. And let's just attack him with everything that we've got. Okay, so we won. That was a difficult battle, but we won. Now let's see if we can maintain this. I'm satisfied with this first hand that we have. Let's start doing our thing. Nothing we can do just yet, so we might as well end our turn. He summons an insect god, so let's block the Locust god with our Wall of Denial, and also his insect token with our Wall of Denial once again. Let's see if we can summon. No, we cannot summon a Prowling Sepulchre just yet. There's nothing we can do with the amount of mana we have for now. So let's block everything he has with our Walls of Denial. Let's finally summon a Prowling Sepulchre for now, because that's the only thing we can do at this point in time. And that's about it, sadly, I guess. Yeah, there's nothing else we can do. He gets another insect token, so we have to block everything that he has with everything that we have. But his attacks are already starting to slip through. He cast Windfall to shuffle our hand, I guess. Oh my god, this is going to end in a really nasty showdown. I can already tell. Like, I lost all of my... Like, he summoned a shit ton of insect tokens. This match might already be over. Yeah, this is fucking over. There's nothing I can do anymore. I can block with everything I've got, but at the end of the day, it won't matter anymore. Look how many fucking insect tokens he has. This is fucking insane. I don't know how I avoided this the previous fucking match, but right now this is destroying me, like literally. Let's use Cartouche of Strength to attack the Locust God. Oh no, I don't have any more mana to do that, so we're kind of screwed. Yeah, this is fucking over. We might as well just admit that. That was disgusting. Let's never go through that again. I will keep this hand, sure. Let's try to do the best that we can to make progress. He will attack us with insect tokens, which I will try to block. End turn. We have to block everything that he has with everything that we have. That's just imperative. We do not have the necessary means to do anything just yet. Although we can cast Blinding Fog in the next one. I wanna see what casting Blinding Fog will do. I'm hoping that it will prevent all -1/-1 counters from being cast on my own creatures. Although that did not seem to have happened, so never mind. Let's summon Query Howler. Let's remove a -1/-1 counter. Ah, but I cannot target this because they have Shroud, so they cannot be the target of spells. So I cannot use Query Howler's ability to remove counters at all. Okay, never mind then. This really sucks, man. Like, it just sucks all around. I cannot do jack fucking shit on anyone. Oh god, it's flooding again. Like, it's everything is flooding again. We have to summon Cartouche of Strength right now to destroy his the Locust God. Otherwise, things will only get even worse as time goes on. So he will attack me with everything he's literally got. I don't think I can defend from all of his attacks, honestly. Well, I did, but it was rather impossible. Let's summon Giant Spider. Let's yeah, we're kind of screwed. Either like, it doesn't really matter what we do, we're just screwed. Like, just royally fucking screwed. I can try to block all of his attacks, but it won't do much good. It's over. That was disgustingly difficult. Like, the Locust God was a disgustingly difficult opponent. Let's just do a regular duel. I need one to relax. Like, the challenges are so goddamn horrible, man. I just... like, there's no way you can fight against them. They're just difficult as fuck. Let's summon Initiate's Companion, which is a 3/1 cat creature with the ability of whenever Initiate's Companion deals combat damage to a player, untap target creature or land. That might be useful. He summons Uncrop and Crasher, which is a 3/2 Minotaur warrior creature with haste and with the ability of you may exert Uncrop Crasher as it attacks. When you do, target creature cannot block this turn. An exerted creature won't untap during your next untap step. But he does not use it to attack me, so that's quite a relief. Because he has haste, he could have used it to attack me in the same turn when he summoned it. Let's now summon Bitterblade Warrior, because that's literally the only thing we can do now. And now let's attack him with our Initiate's Companion. Since I did direct damage to my opponent using Initiate's Companion, I may now untap any card that I want, which I will use to untap my Forest card. But I can't do much with that, so let's just move on. He summons a Hyena Pack, which is a 3/4 Hyena creature. Okay. And I'm out of Forest cards, which is quite unfortunate. Let's enchant our Initiate's Companion with Cartouche of Strength to give it +1/+1 and Trample, and also have it do battle with one of his own creatures. Let's have it destroy his... let's have it destroy his Hyena Pack, because that's a really difficult creature to deal with. Just because of its extremely high life. So he casts Gideon's Resolve, which is an enchantment, and which does when Gideon's Resolve enters the battlefield, you may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Gideon Martial Paragon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, you shuffle it. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Okay, so he did indeed search his library for Gideon Martial Paragon, and now he has it in his hand. He will attack me with his Uncrop Crasher, and I don't want to block him with my Bitterblade Warrior because then my Bitterblade Warrior would die, and his Uncrop Crasher will survive. So instead, let's cast Giant Spider to use it as a blocker, and now let's attack him with our Bitterblade Warrior while exerting it, to give our Bitterblade Warrior +1/+0 and Death Touch until the end of turn. Now he will still attack me with Uncrop Crasher, which is quite unfortunate. And he also casts Gideon Martial Paragon, which is a Planeswalker card that starts out with 5 loyalty. And he already used the +2 ability of Gideon Martial Paragon to untap all creatures that he controls. Those creatures get +1/+1 until the end of turn. That's annoying. Let's summon Feral Prowler. And let's end our turn for now. Now he used the zero loyalty ability of Gideon Martial Paragon to do until end of turn. Gideon Martial Paragon becomes a 5/5 human soldier creature with indestructible that's still a planeswalker. Prevent all damage that will be dealt to him this turn. So he will attack us with everything he has. I will try to block him with Feral Prowler and his Uncrop Crasher with my Giant Spider. Oh wait, I cannot block him with my Giant Spider for whatever reason. When you do, target creature cannot block this turn. So he used Uncrop Crasher's Exert ability to make my Giant Spider unable to block this turn, which is quite unfortunate. And he also cast Sparring Mummy. That's also unfortunate. Let's summon the Giant Spider. He will attack me with his creatures. I really wish I could block him with every... In fact, I will... but there's no point in blocking his Gideon Martial Paragon because he will just... Like, it's indestructible, so I cannot even destroy it. So what I will do instead is I will try to block... I will try to destroy his Sparring Mummy instead with my creatures. But this is a really nasty position that I'm in right now. And I'm mana screwed as well. I've been mana screwed quite a lot this turn. Yeah, this is fucking over. There's nothing I can do. Like, I can try to block him, but there's really no point in doing so. Yeah, I've been mana screwed. Fuck this. There's no point in continuing. Okay, let's do another match, but I don't feel particularly confident in this. Why was I mana screwed? I don't get that. No, Mulligan. This is a terrible first hand. What the fuck is with these hands? Like, these are terrible first hands. No, Mulligan again. Fuck this. Okay, this is a bit better. Maybe. Yes, I will keep my first hand now. Like, these are terrible first fucking hands. God damn it. Let's summon a Prowling Serpopard, which is a 4/3 cat snake creature with the abilities of Prowling Serpopard cannot be countered. Creature spells you control cannot be countered. Okay. He casts Uncrop Crasher again. We already read his effects, so I won't read them again. I will Alpha Strike him. He will not block me. He will attack me with Uncrop Crasher and also summon Sparring Mummy, which is a 3/3 zombie creature with the effects of when Sparring Mummy enters the battlefield, untap target creature. Okay, let's summon Ronas the Indomitable. He summons a Hyena pack now. Okay, let's summon Shefen Monitor. And let's now Alpha Strike him to do extreme damage to him. He will summon Companion of the Trolls, but that won't do him much good. Let's summon a Sifter Worm. Yeah, these are all fine. Sifter Worm is fine indeed. And let's just Alpha Strike him with everything that we've got. We will destroy his Hyena pack because that's the most difficult out of all of them. We did do some damage to him. Like, we simply cannot allow him to continue. Like, we need to be sure that we defeat him before he gets to the Martial Paragon card, because that's what defeated us last turn. And we simply cannot allow him to do that again to us. We cleared out his field. And now we'll just do the rest of the damage. So we won. That was incredibly swift and quick, and that's what the way I prefer to do my battles. Like, that was really nice. If we can maintain this in this turn as well, that would be quite amazing. But I won't hold my breath for that. Let's end our turn. He summons Uncrop Crasher and he attacks me immediately with it, which makes sense, I guess. Let's summon Resilient Cannon. Actually, no, let's summon Prowling Cephalopod for now. He casts Hazoret's Favor, which is an enchantment, which does at the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have target creature you control get +2/+0 and gain haste until the end of turn. If you do, sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. Okay. Let's cast Query Hauler. And now let's attack him with our Prowling Cephalopod to do damage to him. He casts Gideon's Resolve. Oh fuck, now he will get Gideon Martial Paragon in his hand. That's terrible. We need to execute him as quickly as fucking possible. Otherwise we will have a lot of bullshit to deal with. Let's cast Giant Spider. And now let's attack him with both Prowling Cephalopod and Query Hauler to do damage to him. So he did cast Gideon Martial Paragon. Is it too late for us to survive? I don't know just yet. Let's give a boost to Query Hauler with our Gift of Strength. Let's also give Query Hauler a Cartouche of Strength. And now, with everything that we've got, let's just attack him. And we won. That was extremely difficult, but we managed to win. Man, that was a tough one. He already summoned Gideon Martial Paragon, but it was too little too late for him. He still managed to win. Let's grab a card from Ammo Care Remastered. So we extract from him Companion of the Trolls, which is a 2/2 bird soldier creature with flying, and with for 1 white mana and 1 other mana untap target creature. Activate this ability only if you control a Gideon Planeswalker. And we also get from the Ammo Kit remastered booster pack a bunch of cards, which are quite nice. The most interesting seems to be Soul Stinger, which is a Scorpion Demon 4/5 creature with the ability of when Soul Stinger enters the battlefield, put 2 -1/-1 counters on target creature you control. When Soul Stinger dies, you may put a -1/-1 counter on target creature for each -1/-1 counter on Soul Stinger. Interesting. But anyways, that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I I have a Mastodon account as well as a Matrix room that you can join if you want to get in touch with me. So please feel free to get in touch with me using those means, details of which you can find in the description of this video. And in the meanwhile, thank you very much for watching and see you next time.